Award show, the 2019 award show.
Yes.
Wally. We're in our finest tuxedos.
Mm-hmm.
Wally's in his finest tuxedo scuba suit with spandex, tight spandex. That's what you're wearing.
I'm actually wearing a floor-length gown, but thank you very much.
Okay, then. Okay.
So,
Wally, you're the host of the award show. I think I just said that.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
With me is the normal crew. We've got Bill, we've got Mike, we've got Ryan.
Thanks for those.
Let's
very great introduction.
Start off with the best commentary team this year.
No. Rearrange these. Come on.
All right. We'll go worst commentary team.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not going to look through every fucking thing and then have to remember what I talked about. No. We're doing...
He's a host. He got a
worst commentary team.
Interesting, Mike. Let's start with...
We're going to go Ryan.
God Wrestler of the Year.
Ryan, what is your worst commentary team?
Worst commentary...
Shut the fuck up, Mike.
I like how
Shut the fuck up.
We've been doing this for an hour and 3 minutes, and you've already told him to shut the fuck up.
That was quick. What do you mean? We're sitting here.
That was quick. That was very fast. Are we really doing the worst
commentary team?
Okay. All right. What did you want to do? You don't want commentary?
We're going to do the best.
Is that like a high award?
I think I should take this.
Fuck
over.
you.
I think this is
Just
coup.
do worst commentary team.
All right. Worst commentary team for me.
I got worst commentary. It's Wally fun.
Oh my god.
I love it so much. I miss this. Worst commentary team, Corey Graves, wherever
Anything
he was.
with Corey
Graves.
Graves.
I just said anything with Michael Cole. I don't even know if he still does it.
But you know what? I'm going to throw some hot takes in there. Worst commentary, anything with JR. JR was bad.
Did I not call that JR was getting worse? And you guys were like, no, he's fine.
He I think
It's definitely getting worse.
You guys are right.
Prediction right here: JR will be moved off of commentary by the end of this year on AEW.
Wasn't Corey Graves good before?
He used to be my favorite.
What happened?
He went from best to worst.
What happened to him?
His personality. I don't know. His shoot feuds that aren't real but are feuds between commentators that don't matter. Yeah. I don't know. He's a dickhead and an asshole. So he gets my worst commentary team. Anybody else?
JR with the close runner-up.
I just said Michael Cole by default because I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown. But
I lumped him in there, but he hasn't like.
I will go with you with Corey Graves.
He also hasn't bullied anybody this year. As far
I will go with you with Corey Graves.
As far as I'm aware, Cole hasn't abused anybody.
Okay, next up we're going to do best commentary team.
This, you know what? Wrestle Kingdom may have changed my pick.
That's
almost.
2020.
It's a 2020 pick.
And it's got to be NXT. Just, Morrow, Nigel, and Beth is.
I said Morrow, Nigel in either Beth or Percy.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
I
Beth
said
is fine.
Kevin Kelly.
Oddly enough,
Morrow,
Nigel, and Percy.
Okay,
is my preferred NXT commentary team.
I was just thinking, can we just put you down for all AEW?
I'm not all
I'm
AEW.
going to be pretty much all NXT because that's all that I watched.
Not all AEW. I put the NXT team. That's the best commentary team,
Morrow
no doubt.
is very good.
No doubt about
what
it.
I like too, this was at their last pay-per-view. Nigel makes fun of him, but it's not in a mean-spirited way that hurts his feelings.
It's like a fun-loving.
He breaks Morrow when he does it. Like he laughs aloud on commentary.
Ha! That's how he laughs.
Yeah.
I feel like. Ha!
Yeah, I like it better with Percy. I liked it better with Percy. He actually grew on me a little bit.
Yeah,
Beth needs work.
She's getting there.
She's bad, but she's getting there.
She does a fun thing with Angel Garza, where she's like super into it.
Yeah,
but she like pretends she's not, and then she does another thing with Fandango, where she'll like, oh, they told me that like when they're dressed up as doctors or something like. They told me they want me to play Doctor with them later. I think this could be fun. She'll pretend like she doesn't know what's going on.
That's great. Yeah, I love it.
This is her first year as commentator.
Yeah,
right?
she needs work.
So good.
She's not bad, but I liked it better with Percy this year. That's all.
All right, let's go down to worst debut of the year.
Okay, this one I think I lumped in, or I got rid of. Yeah, I did rookie breakout debut. All is what?
Okay, well,
worst one.
What was your worst debut?
Worst debut.
I don't know. Dark Order.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fine.
I didn't even fill that out. I also put Forgotten Sons. That must be last year.
You forgot when the Forgotten Sons debuted.
Yeah.
I put Enzo and Cass. I struggled with this one.
That's true.
I struggled with this one because there were some bad debuts. I put Butcher and the Blade, AW Butcher and the Blade, because it was bad. But the Enzo and Cass one is so much worse.
I may need to change it because
Angel Cass is right. Mine was more just disappointment than
What was yours?
Kushida in NXT.
Really?
He is my biggest disappointment.
How unused he's been?
Because he's just like happy-go-lucky Kushida who shows flashes, but then doesn't do Kushida stuff.
He's been there only 1 year?
He's been there less than a year.
Less than a year.
And part of it was he was hurt, but I know how good he is, and he's not that in NXT. And great that he's willing to do it, but he's putting over guys that he shouldn't be at this point. Mm-hmm. He should be going for the title.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, the Enzo and Cass thing is just
the whole
making their debut in that awful spot
and then getting fired.
And then getting immediately.
That is the one.
Because they showed up, but they didn't commit to it. They had a fight with Guerrillas of Destiny. Guerrillas of Destiny didn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
And then they just didn't even put it on camera. Like, it was so badly
This is
done.
the right answer.
Were they even
I
on
totally
Ring of
forgot.
Honor TV?
They never went on TV. They got fired immediately after it was over.
What?
So, and they kind of it was kind of like a spy that they just disavowed. Like, nope, we disavow this. We didn't come up with this. And
Blacklist him.
he's not on here, I don't think, but Bully Ray, awful all year long. And he was a big part of I'm going to sort this out. Like, go fuck yourself, Bully Ray.
That's enough Enzo and Cass.
Yes.
They're correct, though.
Let's go with the best debut, breakout, whatever you want to call it, Mike.
I got Rhea Ripley.
She's been around, but in NXT,
A breakout.
Yeah.
Carl Fredericks and my boy Alex Zane.
Alex
Zane. Interesting.
I also said Carl Fredericks, though, winning the Young Lions Cup.
I know, it's tough because people who come into NXT now really
They're not
it's not like Cameron Grimes is.
I'm thinking of debut of the year more as the first time you see a character on screen. Like the first time my pick. The first time Moxley showed up in AEW. His debut in AEW.
Right.
Okay.
Like the debut of a character. It doesn't have to be the first time they've ever wrestled.
No, that
his impact the first time he showed up on Double or Nothing was a very awesome reveal. So that's why I picked it.
Right.
Also, Kenta showing up on New Japan was a runner-up for me. Because that was a huge surprise at the time.
Yeah.
Because he left. We didn't think he was going to leave. Then he left. Then we thought he'd probably go back to All Japan or wherever he was. Noah. Sorry, Noah. But he didn't. He went straight to New Japan, and it was a complete surprise.
Right.
So that's more what I'm thinking. But
Let's do the worst gimmick of the year this time. Worst gimmick.
Oh, that's easy. Nightmare Collective.
What the fuck is Nightmare
Exactly.
Collective?
Brandy Rhodes crew on AEW.
All right, that's the worst. I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah.
I did think about Dark Order's being one of their creeps or whatever.
Dark Order's right up there.
Could be up there.
But I went with Jackson Riker as the Heater for Forgotten Sons.
That's fine. That's a good one.
I went with King Corbin.
Yeah, that's
dumbass gimmick and dumbass feud with him and Roman Reigns.
Top 5 in WWE right now.
Piece of
having not watched anything since WrestleMania.
It's horrible.
Oh yeah, Baron Corbin's a person, isn't he?
He is a person.
He's a werewolf.
Who's also a king. Now he's a king.
Yes.
How about the best gimmick of the year?
I have 2.
I want to hear your guys.
So for this past year, I think the man Becky Lynch.
Oh, definitely
is the winner.
Yeah.
But also just always Orange Cassidy.
That's
that's a good
Orange
one.
Cassidy's my pick too.
Yeah, that's the correct answer.
But the correct answer is Becky Lynch as the man.
I said MJF. I love his gimmick.
He's good.
Where he's rich and everyone else is poor.
It's a very good one.
But
isn't that what I
Orange Cassidy is the?
If I had more time, if I had
more time, we had this list for months.
If I'd seen this one guy longer, it would be the question mark in NWA. Who's kind of
question mark?
Who's kind of
get out of here?
Who's kind of like an Orange Cassidy? He all he doesn't say anything. All he says is karate. And he's from Monrovia. Him and Aaron Stevens right now are on a level that is so good.
Okay.
His name is the question mark?
Question mark. And all he is he's just this jobber Josephus who's learned this one throat punch, and it's funny.
Oh my
boy.
god, that
I don't know about
doesn't
that.
sound so good.
Question
But
mark.
The question mark. Karate. That's all he says.
let's go now to the worst promo of the year.
Worst promo.
Worst
Braun,
promo.
and when Braun called Brock a beastie boy.
That's the one I have. The
Yeah.
one where Braun is on camera and
Like
can't.
staring directly into camera.
He
I can't
can't
remember
There's
his
like
lines.
lots of
It
pauses.
was last
I
January.
don't remember that. The
Lots
other
of
one that I
pauses,
said
and he can't remember his lines.
that I don't remember, but I remember hating it was Ronda Rousey after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Oh, her like, wrestling is fake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
where
that's
she,
Ronda.
she forgot her
And
lines
she
too.
forgot her lines. But what you just said sounds real bad.
It was horrible. And actually, Brock and Paul
laughing at
Heyman
him.
made fun of him in the middle of the promo, like, "Oh, what's wrong? You need cue cards or something like that." Like, he was like,
And that pretty much completely stalled
that was
Braun's
it.
career.
That was it. That killed him.
It's bad.
How about we go to best promo of the year?
Ryan.
Cody promo where he went after Jericho, where he did the thing about I didn't even remember what it was. It was so good. He
Was
like
it
got
the career announcement one where he's talking about his shoes and all that stuff?
yeah. He got all teared up and that promo was
About
fucking
right
awesome.
about he's putting his career on the line.
Yeah, that promo was fucking awesome. Oh no, it wasn't
Not
his
his
career.
career.
It was he would never challenge for
Yeah.
the title again. Awesome promo.
Yes, terrific.
What'd you guys
That
put?
one I didn't see, but that's one everyone says, so I assume that was good. The one that I saw that was good was early on when Adam Cole first started saying "draped in gold," because then he did it.
Yes.
That's true. The prophecy.
The prophecy, yeah, which actually may have been late 2018. I'm not sure.
What did you say, Mike?
I said that the Cody
Oh,
career
you said
announcement.
Cody.
That's probably the right one. I just never saw it.
How about we go to the worst baby / heel turn?
Wanted to choose from.
I didn't.
yeah.
He could have just ignored it.
I said
If
Lana.
you weren't watching WWE, there's
Lana
who
went
turned
heel or face?
Lana
Or I literally-
Whatever. She
went
did.
cheating on her husband.
Sure.
That's her thing.
Okay.
mine is Kevin Owens because he switched sides not once,
Yeah.
not twice, 3 separate
Yeah.
times he went between heel and babyface
In
in
a
1
year?
year.
Jesus
In 1
Christ.
year.
Sure, yeah.
Yikes.
That makes sense.
And none of them were good. I don't remember any of them being impactful.
Right, because
Even
he
though
tried being like a
tried being like a family man. and
Stone Cold.
Then he tried being a bad guy to beat up Kofi Kingston.
Right.
Then he switched back to a good guy to fight Shane McMahon
The old Big Show
or
year.
something like that. 3 times in a year.
Big Show didn't have one match in 2019.
Yeah, first time in like 20-something
Wow.
years.
Wow. Really? Surprised. How about the best baby / heel turn?
This is easy for me.
This category has like 5 possible choices. There's a lot of
guys-
There are
awesome,
some good ones.
awesome
but
turns.
the one that I think stood out the most was Io Shirai
Oh yeah,
That was a great one.
flipping the switch.
That was a great one.
easily EO.
I put Dakota Kai. I
was a great one.
I
That was a
liked
good
what
one.
That
they
was a
did.
great one.
I like what they did with that, where she was like inserted into the match. Then you never thought she was going to beat
Right.
up. You thought maybe she'd turn on Rhea, but you never
Right.
thought she would
Against
beat up her
Tegan.
Tegan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was really well done.
That was very
I
well
also love the Finn one too, because
Oh, that's true.
him beating up like you think he's going to help Gargano, and he ends up beating up Gargano with that flip kick, and
that's true.
we'll see where that goes. I think that's
Because he also did Adam Cole. He very much did like I'm on my own. But
right. He didn't go with Undisputed Era, which I think was good.
How about the worst segment of the year? Without having watched it, the wedding sounded horrible.
that's the one I picked. The Lana wedding.
The one that just happened.
yes.
A couple weeks ago. Not to be outdone. Yeah, we did a lot of bad segments, but we're gonna end the year on our worst. I picked a very weird segment which I had forgotten about. Remember when we thought Eric Rowan had knocked
Oh, yeah.
something over on Roman
And then they
Reigns?
had
Oh, the
Fake
the
Roman.
And they had
driver,
the fake-
the forklift driver.
They had a fake Rowan.
Yeah.
And then when Roman Reigns came in to figure, I had to rewatch this because I was researching this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that happened. I rewatched the segment. Roman Reigns comes in and like figures it out, and he's like, "There's 2 of you," and the 3 of them, including Daniel Bryan, just turn to Roman Reigns and go, "Argh."
Like they never
That's
bring
it.
it back.
They growl at him.
Sounds awful.
And that's it. It's so weird.
That sounds terrible.
And they never talked about it ever again.
Good.
My one
But-
is probably on SmackDown not too long ago when they did the Roman dog thing. They had the Romans music to the barking.
Oh,
and then they had a guy come out
In
a
the
dog
mascot
suit.
dog thing.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
I hate it.
But no, I'm not gonna. The wedding. Yeah, the wedding was bad, but still, like,
Yeah, the wedding was bad.
It's a WWE wedding, but then like the whole lesbian thing was just bad.
Yeah, that's if you just
think
take that out of it, it's still
yeah.
a terrible segment.
Yeah, I
With
think
Rusev
that made
coming
it-
out of a cake. Come on.
But that's fine.
Not only
It
Rusev,
came out of a cake?
not only Rusev
How else would
coming,
he be there?
not only him coming out of the cake though, him not being able to get out of the cake first, being stuck in there.
But still, okay, take the lesbian thing out. How
It's
do
still
you
horrible.
think? No.
I think it's going to go terrible.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean it's good.
it's gonna be super goofy.
We knew it was going to
Then
be terrible.
don't fucking do it.
But we knew it was going to be terrible, but in WWE fashion, they made it 10 times worse. That's what they do.
All right, let's talk about good segments this year. What's your best segment of the year?
My best and saddest is the Kenta attacking Shibata, then Shibata kicking his ass.
My best segment was Shibata kicking Kenta's ass.
Like that.
It was awesome.
It was. So
It was
fucking
so fucking awesome. I
I
never expected it to happen.
That was mine too, I guess.
What did you write?
I don't think I did.
Okay. No good segments this year. It was not one good one. Not even on NXT. Nothing good
I
happened.
don't know. Apparently, I decided I'm sitting this question out.
No good segments.
All right, how about we go to the worst storyline of the year?
Girl,
the
we can
Fiend and Seth. That whole
Ooh, that
thing.
was bad.
That's also my worst feud of the year.
I just stuck with Lana, Rusev, and Lashley. That whole
I
because it's
did-
been going on for how long?
I
now?
did Lana, Rusev, and Lashley because I give Seth and Fiend a lot of other awards. So
That,
going
that's
with
the
Lana, Rusev
the
here.
worst storyline. And
Worst ever. Cuckolding should just be it by itself. The cuckolding year.
There it is. And the best storylines of the year.
I got Gargano versus Cole is my best feud storyline.
That's a good one.
for feud or for are we doing
Storyline.
for storyline? Dakota Kai and her turn.
Okay.
It's a build to that where she was trying to get in the match, she couldn't win her way in, and then
Yeah.
her friend got picked and she didn't.
I picked a main product storyline thing because I feel like it's needed to be recognized somewhere. The beginning of the Kofi Kingston winning
yeah,
the title
okay.
thing,
Sure.
I very several
where they
times.
actually did a good job with it.
I've got
And
Kofi on here.
he got super over in the match, and they actually ran with it and gave him a. Not only did he win the
decent
title,
Mania.
He had a run for it, right?
he did. The run was leading up to like him winning it is
Yeah.
what I mean. Where he actually had a great match with Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania
Yeah.
and
WrestleMania, yeah.
had that great moment. That was a great storyline. It deserves to be recognized. Maybe it's not the best thing that happened all year, but
All right.
I thought it was really
It's
good.
up there.
Yeah. Let's go to the worst feud since Mike gave his already.
The very long-standing feud between Kofi Kingston and Brock Lesnar. The 7-second
The
feud.
7-second feud. Mine is Baron Corbin versus Roman Reigns, which included all that dog shit. And dog
Yep.
being
All right,
in a
that's fine.
storyline.
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah. All right, best feud of the year.
You said this already, Mike. You said
Yes.
Cole and Gargano.
I had Cole and Gargano.
I also said
That,
Cole and Gargano.
or it was brief, but the few handful of matches that Keith Lee and Dijakovic put on were fantastic.
Those are
That's
awesome.
true. That's true.
But as a whole feud, definitely
I feel
Cole
like
Gargano.
Cole and Gargano, the impact of what had happened with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's probably still not even over, to be honest. There's
No.
probably way more to go there.
There can be.
They can do a lot more with that.
Okay.
They even had a face-off on their, like, they won match
Right,
of the
when
year.
they both won
and
match
they-
of the year, they had a face
Yeah.
off too, right?
worst non-wrestler. This
So, my first one is Stephanie McMahon.
She wasn't even on TV this year.
Didn't know. I assume she was at some point. So, otherwise, my other non-wrestler is Eric Bischoff, showrunner.
Ooh,
okay.
Mine's Corey Graves.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Mine is Corey Graves as well.
He's terrible.
Just gonna put that bully.
How long was Eric Bischoff in charge of things?
Like 16 weeks or something.
Yeah, so-
Because his one podcast was 83 weeks, and his other podcast is like 3 weeks or whatever it was.
yeah,
Like
Corey
3
Graves
weeks in
is-
charge of SmackDown.
Corey Graves is
A
terrible.
retrospective podcast.
Oh my god.
I go about 15 minutes a week.
The best non-wrestler this year.
Tony Schiavone.
Wow,
Really?
that is
No.
interesting. Why?
Because he's
You
just...
just
I
enjoy
just
seeing
loved
him again?
I just loved his enthusiasm, what he brings to AEW, what he brings to Dynamite.
Wow.
I think he's just been terrific.
He is good.
He is much better than JR, that's for sure.
He is way
Yeah.
better than JR.
He's like excitement.
Even-
It's been great.
I find it funny too because JR doesn't know people on the show, which
and
is
that-
infuriating.
Fucking
Absolutely
learn them.
infuriating.
Which is fucking infuriating.
It is your job, sir.
It's different if he does like a one-off show and he's like, I don't totally know who that is. Okay, fine.
Right.
This is a weekly show that's been like 10 weeks. You should fucking know every single person.
Yeah.
Shivani, if he doesn't know somebody, he'll be like, frankly, I don't know who that is. Or something like that.
He'll go to like Excalibur.
That's pretty interesting, Excalibur. What do you think? Like, at least he has like a way of being like,
He doesn't keep trying to call the match with
this is cool. This thing
this
is cool,
guy.
but I don't quite understand it. And JR's like, I don't know what the fuck this
Jesus.
is.
I guess old JR screwed up again.
Pick then?
Like, yeah, JR, you fucking did screw up.
We signed these guys? Butcher and the Blade came out. Who are these guys?
Oh boy. So is that your pick, Murray?
My best non-wrestler of the year is Shibata.
Oh,
okay.
Shibata the trainer.
Shibata the trainer with the sword.
I do like that.
Love that.
I didn't. No one came to mind for me, so I just want to stand by authority figure William Regal.
Oh, well, he's a constant winner.
Yes.
In all of
But
our
Shibata
books.
with the sword is a good one.
Shibata with the sword, and then everything he did with Kenta is technically not wrestling, sort of.
It's just beating the dude up.
Beating a dude up.
How about we go to the worst show of this year?
It's Raw. It's Raw. It's always Raw.
It's not.
Is-
it's not.
It's not SmackDown?
It's SmackDown on Fox.
Uh,
SmackDown on Fox has been horrible.
I feel
I
like
believe
it's
that, but Raw is
I think it's
50% longer.
Raw is bad, but they made the change with Paul Heyman and made it a little bit better. And SmackDown on Fox has been awful
They're
from
both-
day one.
both.
I mean, they're both terrible. But SmackDown on Fox, a lot of the stuff we talked about as worst shit of the year has showed up on SmackDown on Fox.
Do you think you picked Raw, Mike, because it's supposed to be their flagship show?
Maybe.
Yeah. How about the best show of the year?
Oh, NXT.
It has to be NXT.
Mine is NXT before it went to USA.
Oh,
That's the best version of the show of the year.
It had a few.
It's
weeks
not
of-
bad on USA at all.
I think they're
But-
getting back to it, and I think it's
It's
really
good. I think it's good, but I think the network version of the 1 hour network version of
Yeah.
it was way better.
You're not
So
gonna
I'm
beat
picking
that.
that.
Okay, we're going to go with the most overrated wrestler this year.
Brock Lesnar.
Oh boy.
Easily the most overrated.
I had a couple. For me, what I watch, it's unfortunately Kushida because they're not doing anything with him.
Wow.
I also question Kenny Omega because isn't he terrible these days?
Wow.
Or is he just losing? He's still very good.
He's
back winning
So
again.
the real overrated one for me then is Britt Baker.
Okay.
That's actually
fair.
a really good pick.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
That's a great pick. She has not done well on AEW.
The dentist.
Hasn't really been that impressive.
She has been very unimpressive. Mine is Seth Rollins. Super overrated. People think he's awesome all year. He's been awful.
He's getting
Yeah,
that Becky
yeah.
Lynch bump. That's what's
Awful.
happening.
I can't do that. But Brock is so.
I can't wait to see him go
So
60 minutes in a Royal Rumble.
No one expects Brock to be good, though.
Yes.
No,
Yes, they
there's
do.
a lot
Who
of
does?
people.
Yes, they do.
do.
You
Yeah.
are so.
Who's
wrong.
expecting
People-
Brock to be good at this point?
People are so still enamored by Brock.
There's a couple of my
It's-
friends from college who still watch, and they love Brock. And I'm like,
They-
Get it.
People, yeah, exactly. And the thing is Brock's matches.
I'm thinking of like someone that most people think is good, like
people
Seth
are
Rollins,
still,
who is not good.
still
Has not been good this year.
He hasn't been that great this year. Yeah.
He's a good wrestler still, I think, but he is had a horrible year. But
But yeah,
I
Brock's
guess
matches.
I
are just
didn't
the
realize
worst.
Brock was still like over with people. I
Oh,
thought
he's
most
very
people
Oh,
hated
he's
him.
still. Why is he champ? He's
Because
still
Vince
champ.
McMahon thinks he's a
He's
moneymaker.
still over enough.
Eesh.
how about the most underrated of the year?
Easy. Ishii and Shingo. Ishii.
I think we're gonna fight here, Bill. I put Kushida as underrated,
Wow.
but he's underused as well, underutilized.
I have Revival just by default.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
boy.
the one I think is underrated is Marcel Bartel.
Oh,
Wow,
He's
that comes out of
he's
left
very
field.
good. He's in a tag team, which is also good, but I think he could do things.
Bill,
if
you're
they
throwing
let him
like
go.
a $1.05 in this show. You're throwing 105 miles an hour with some of these. Britt Baker.
Ishii is the most. Ishii should
He
be
should win a lot of things.
legitimately. I would have no problem.
He's not
with
over
many
in
people-
Japan.
Yes, Ishii's over.
Is he?
Yes, Ishii.
That's been his problem. He's not as over in Japan as he is with us.
Ishii is the most underrated, probably of the last decade.
He is underrated. That's for sure. You're right. But
Okay, we've got a couple bests that we don't have worst categories for, so let's go to the best rookie of the year. I mean, you might have mentioned
Carl
them earlier,
Fredericks.
but
Carl Fredericks, if it's not necessarily a brand new one, Cameron Grimes is off to a very fast start.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that I don't know anything about, but I thought was great, was Yuka Sakazaki.
Who?
Yuka Sakazaki, the genie or whatever.
Oh, right.
she was on AEW, right?
But I would say
Cleveland.
real rookie's Carl Fredericks. If it's just new person, Cameron
And
Grimes
maybe
is off to a great
Chris
start.
Statlander,
I-
but still.
I put Chris Statlander for women and Private Party for men.
Oh,
Okay, I know who they are. I don't really. But
they are my boys. I did blue chip.
They're your
them. I see
boys.
them
you
as
did blue chip them.
Harry boys. They're new.
all right, let's go to the best tag team.
you guys go first.
I'm picking the Young Bucks only because
Only because I
I have all their paraphernalia down here in the basement now, including.
no,
their-
I can't.
I don't know who can unseat them. I
They
think
usually got someone.
I think they can be unseated by people like Undisputed Era, but because Undisputed Era were in flux somewhat during the year. I don't know if they
They were
beat
my
them out.
pick.
But I think they're close.
With the not to the Lucha Brothers, I said the Undisputed
I've
Era.
got someone who's not in AEW or
Shonyo.
Interesting.
New Japan
Oh,
or NXT.
whoa,
The boys.
whoa.
It's easy. Oh, Rock and Roll Express.
The original Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and Roll Express
Fuck.
are still
Yeah, they still exist.
No, oh my God! What is this, 1986?
Before we went on hiatus, I did look. They can easily start a few at Midnight Express. They're still around.
Rock
could be a
and Roll
thing.
Express.
Oh, you don't. There's no doubt. There's some fucking state fair that those four have wrestled at.
The Rock and Roll Express,
No doubt in my mind.
starting back during WrestleMania
my
weekend when they had the at Spring Break against LAX.
Jesus Christ.
Two AEW, two now NWA World Champions.
They're the world champions.
Yes,
NWA needs to fold. That's just how that goes.
Rock and Roll Express is still so good. It is unbelievable.
How old
Ricky
are they?
Morton
60s?
is still so good on the mic.
They're very old.
And they are so smooth still. It is unbelievable.
Great that they're around. They're not the best.
Oh, yes, they are.
God,
All right, yes, they
that
are.
is the weirdest
Rock
pick
and
of
Roll
the day.
Express.
That is a hot take, right
Ricky
there.
and Bobby, baby.
From Ricky to Robert.
Ricky to Robert, man. They are still the best.
Is that what Ricky Bobby's named after?
Yeah,
Could
probably.
be. Could be. I mean, there's a lot of Ric Flair stuff that
Yeah.
that Will Ferrell did. I guarantee that he's a wrestling fan.
Combined age of 124.
They are like
They got powerbombed by LAX off the
Watch
AEW stage one
their
night.
watch this
All right, what else we
shit
got, Wally?
on Power. It is
Holy
so good.
shit.
Did you give yours?
Yeah, Undisputed Era.
Oh, okay. Let's go to the worst wrestler of
No,
the
we
year.
need worst tag team.
No, we
don't
didn't
have
have.
one.
We didn't have
We
it
don't
on
have
here.
one.
Okay,
I got
go
one.
ahead.
You have one?
Go
Go
ahead.
Shane and Miz.
That sounds
They're a
awful.
tag team.
That
I'm
sounds
sorry.
terrible.
They were attacked.
That they win.
Threw each other
Yep.
off of.
Did
There you
Seven
go.
McMahon have a tag team?
Sweep it.
Okay. Then
Okay.
otherwise, yes.
So
It's
whip it.
Let's go to the worst wrestler of the year. Do you want to give male and female?
Brandy. I just went with Brandy overall.
Okay.
Oh, geez, I didn't give a worst female. I just gave a worst wrestler, and it's Shayna Brock.
Worst rest of the year, Goldberg. Had a big old dog shit of a match with Undertaker where he knocked himself out, and Undertaker
True.
in the match was like, what the fuck am
Just
I doing?
the way, Mike, that you yourself describe any segment that Brandy Rhodes is in, especially when she's wrestling, I went with
Well,
her.
she hasn't wrestled a lot recently.
Has she wrestled that
She's
all
more of a
on
man-
AEW this
Not
year?
on TV, I don't think.
Even on the pay-per-views?
She wrestled on the pay-per-view, but I'm
Right,
pretty
not
sure
good.
she hasn't wrestled on TV.
But yeah, Brock and Shane. Brock. The thing that's driven me crazy is how Brock's matches have just all of his matches within the last years all center around what is the only way to defeat Brock Lesnar.
Cheat.
And how do you cheat? What do you do to cheat?
Kick him in the dick.
Exactly.
Dick punches.
And what does that tell you? Is that, and we know Brock controls probably creatively his matches. He thinks the only way to defeat him is to kick him in his most vulnerable, because you're not going to defeat any
He's
man.
unbeatable.
Unless you do the lowest, dirtiest thing you
Right.
can do to a man.
Right.
And no man can stay up to that.
Right.
Right.
It's just the fucking worst. And all of his matches are that now. And it's fucking
terrible.
garbage.
Yeah.
It's just ball shots.
Yeah. Absolute garbage.
But yeah, and Shane. Shane's just
real
he
purple.
turns
Oh,
so
yeah.
purple.
Shane fucking
So
sucks.
purple.
Shane.
Him and the Miz
Shane
jumped off the thing this
can't-
year, right?
He can't punch.
Yeah.
Which is like a very important thing in wrestling. Can't even do that. He also blows up every 2 seconds.
Yeah. Let's go with the best male wrestler this year. Goes to
Adam
Will
Cole.
Ospreay.
Okay.
Oh, man. You stole that one from me. You stole it. And I even printed out his... Hold on. God damn it. Will Ospreay, because
Will Ospreay, man.
listen to this resume.
And you know what? I'm kind of pissed about one thing. He wasn't in the tag league.
He did Tokyo Dome. He did a World of Sport Tour. He was Progress Tag Team Champs. He did the New Japan Cup. He did a Progress Farewell match. He wrestled in MSG. He did a Best of the Super Juniors winner for the second time. He moved to Japan. I don't know about that. He's an IWGP Junior Champion. He did his first ever IWGP Junior defense in Australia. He was in the G1. He was in the J Cup. He fought a great match against Amazing Red. He did UK matches that he led for New Japan. He also did stuff with Hiromu and Junior Tag League and some other shit.
If
that
he
I don't
was
know what it
in,
means.
if he was
That's his year.
in,
Adam
the-
Cole had Survivor Series weekend.
Wow.
if he was in,
I thought for sure I was going to be the only one.
no.
Picked him.
If he was in the tag league, he would have been in every single New
major
Japan
thing.
tournament.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah,
it's
he had-
Ospreay by a mile.
He had a mega year.
Yeah.
Couldn't be better.
Nope. couldn't.
And also he had one of the best matches of the year against
Yeah.
Shingo. So who did you guys pick? What did you pick?
Adam
I
Cole.
missed it. Yeah, he had an awesome year. He was
He
great.
had his one weekend.
Adam Cole. It was between like Cole, Okada, and
And Ospreay.
Cole definitely deserves to be up there.
Let's go to the best female wrestler this year.
It has to
Think
be
we're
Becky
gonna
Lynch this year.
Yep.
Ooh, I thought we were going to sweep this.
It's the man.
Who do you got?
I got Io Shirai.
I got Io Shirai.
Io Shirai was spectacular, but I feel like this year it has to
And
be
the thing
Becky
is,
Lynch.
this is also I don't see Tessa.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like if I watched Tessa, I know she'd be
I
in
love
there.
Tessa.
What is she on now?
Impact.
Impact.
I love
yeah.
Tessa.
I feel like if you're talking work rate, it's definitely Io Shirai. But for what she did with the year, I feel like it has to be Becky Lynch.
I think so too.
I feel like her stuff faltered though at some point. Like I penalized Becky Lynch this year. She had a great first part of the year, but what has she really done in the second
She's
part?
still a
of the year?
champion.
She's still the champion, but she's kind of lost steam a little bit. Right? Am I wrong about
Yeah,
that?
she's most definitely lost some.
She's
steam.
lost some steam a little bit. She had some bad moments here and there. Like she had that moment with the McMahon family where she had to apologize to them.
Yeah.
That was bad. I don't know. Becky Two Belts didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like it was cool in the moment, but then it
Well,
kinda
Two Belts
dropped
never
off.
goes anywhere.
Yeah.
I know, but it dropped
Well, we'll
off
see
pretty
what Naito
quickly.
does.
You hold one title for like another month and then drop one at the next show.
Okay, I don't know if you guys had worst pay-per-views of the year.
Oh, I do.
Go ahead
Yep.
and shout it
Crown Jewel
out.
Super Showdown.
I think it.
I don't remember what was on that show.
Those that super. It was Super Showdown, the one in Australia.
Yeah, there was another one.
That was the one where Goldberg dropped him on his head.
No,
that was one of the
that
Saudi
was a
shows.
Saudi
Then
show.
that was a Super
That was the
Showdown
Saudi
was a
show.
Saudi show.
Is that what you say, Ryan?
I pick a Crown Jewel because it was just completely horrible. Tyson Fury thing was horrible. All that build up for the Brock versus what's
Cain
his face?
Velasquez.
Cain Velasquez match that meant nothing. Fiend won the title to no fucking fanfare. Like it was just a disaster.
So I was going to agree with you guys and say just any Saudi show. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Both
Then I
the
thought of something that was actually far, far worse and more offensive.
Oh,
Backyard wrestling.
Oh, you're insane! You're insane!
GCW
Backyard wrestling.
That happened this year? That wasn't just something we watched?
That happened July 4th.
That happened July
Okay,
4th.
I wasn't sure if it was something we watched from like.
No,
we just
this
happened
year.
to find that some.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
That and-
Bill wins. Bill's correct.
I should put up there that
That's so funny.
that it was nominated, I believe.
for a Razzie.
It was worst
Worst show?
show
Worst
of the year.
pay-per-view?
Let me see and Reddit.
I'm sure people didn't like Fighter Fest.
Black Craft Wrestling.
Oh, yeah, that was
Oh shit! That's
That was
right.
It was still at least 3 times better than Backyard wrestling, but
yeah.
I actually wear that as a badge
Oh
of
my
honor. That
God.
was
Don't
the
stop doing that.
worst events of the year
That's
ever.
really
I
bad.
chose to pay money to go to this shit.
Yeah,
That
really.
might be that probably is the right answer because literal matches that happened just stopped.
Yes. Legitimately, like
At least Tyson Fury finished his match.
pound for pound, it probably is the worst match, worst
Just
event
like
of the year.
a match where people just stop wrestling, it's just over, and the lights come
And it's
on.
like when it comes to like a mess and like
and
not
then
having
it was
anything
so
good.
bad it killed
Crucified
them.
someone.
It
did
was
anybody get
in 5
pinned in
minutes.
a swimming pool though?
5 minutes into the fucking pay per view, someone was crucified, and it killed the promotion dead.
It did kill a promotion.
It died right after it.
Who's the guy I hate from Backyard Wrestling though?
Nick Gage.
Fuck Nick Gage.
Hey, did you see Nick Gage, who we just fought?
Fuck Nick
Tessa
Gage.
Blanchard.
Him and Tessa had a match.
And Tessa.
God, I hope Nick Tessa beat the shit out of him.
I hope she won.
Fuck Nick Gage.
Nick Gage.
All right, what's the best pay per view of this past year?
NXT TakeOver New York. It had Shayna, Bianca, Io, and Kyrie in a 4-way. It had Walter taking the belt from Pete Dunne, and Gargano and Cole 2 out of 3 falls.
That's mine too because I was there live. in
Sweep it.
person.
Sweep it. That's mine too. Although I did enjoy a lot of Double or Nothing. It was not even close to TakeOver New York.
That's the WrestleMania weekend run.
Yep.
So I literally saw within
The worst pay-per-view and the best pay-per-view. Within hours.
back to back. I think I
left
saw
the
it.
best one
I
and
left
went to the
best
worst
one
one.
and went to the worst one.
Did you stay the whole time at the worst one? I thought you left early, right?
No, I most definitely left at some point. I was
You
like,
left early.
fuck it.
You left early because you tried to get a cab, and everybody was also trying to get a cab because it was so bad.
And then Joey Janela was outside super drunk.
Oh
Yes.
my god!
Well,
All right, how about the worst match of the year?
Oh, easy. Undertaker versus Goldberg.
Undertaker versus Goldberg.
Yeah,
because I made fun of Goldberg earlier, I'm going Fiend, Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell, red lights. We don't know the rules of Hell in a
bad.
Cell.
That's bad.
That's why I'm picking.
I do remember that
We
being
have a
horrible.
DQ Hell in the Cell, which is
Oh.
impossible because Hell in the Cells are supposed to be no DQ, but we give a DQ anyway because we don't know our rules.
Jesus.
Also, there was a big stupid hammer, and Seth Rollins did 18 curb stomps to the Fiend, and he kicked out at one.
But-
it is a piece of crap match.
But Goldberg dropped Taker on his face, and they were both too winded to do anything
And
about
Goldberg concussed himself during the
it. He
match.
sure did. Well, I mean, most
During
matches-
or before?
both, probably.
Okay,
probably.
because
Definitely during.
which match was it that he literally gave himself a concussion, headbutting his
The door.
locker?
It wasn't a match.
That
It
was
a-
against-
It was a promo a couple years ago.
yeah.
He headbutted.
oh, really? That long?
Yeah,
ago?
because he
He
came
did,
out.
he did come out bloody in WCW a couple times, too.
Yeah, he does it all
Yeah.
the time. He still does it.
Yeah.
He may have done it before the match.
How about the best match of the year? If you have,
Well, we got
Yeah.
top fives.
we've got
usually.
top five. All right, what's the fifth best match of the year? Bill,
Walter versus Tyler Bate for the title.
Ryan.
My fifth best match, I didn't put these in the right order, is Cody versus Dustin Rhodes at Double or Nothing.
Moxley versus Ishii.
Oh, I didn't put that in here. I meant to put that in here. So then, actually, the fifth best is the War Games dude match.
War Games, guys. Okay.
Okay, the fourth best, Bill.
Walter versus Pete Dunne when he took the belt away from him after 600 days or whatever.
Okay. Ryan.
Mine is Gargano Adam Cole at TakeOver, whatever that was, 25?
The other match,
The other match.
that's a very good match.
TakeOver, the June match. TakeOver anniversary show.
Shingo versus Ishii.
Number 3, I would have the Rhodes brothers.
Okay.
Number 3, I would have Omega Tanahashi, Wrestle Kingdom 13.
I should have put that up there, but it's Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks.
Okay.
That is a great match that I did not see. For some reason, I never saw that match, and
I think I watched.
I can't
that
really
match.
find it because it's not on demand anywhere, and it's not.
that's
You can't find it. So I couldn't go back and watch it. I missed it.
Was that just a normal AEW show?
It was all
Like
out,
All Out.
which
Okay.
I did not see because I was out of town, I believe, for
Yes.
something.
It's Memorial Day.
Bill, number 2.
Tanahashi Omega from Wrestle Kingdom.
Ooh. Mine is Shingo Takagi versus Will Ospreay, Best of the Super Juniors final.
Same here.
Interesting.
Shingo versus
My
Ospreay.
number 2.
And number 1, all of you shout them out at the same time.
Adam Cole,
Gargano.
versus
2 out of
Gargano,
3.
2 out of 3 falls.
Did not realize that was
Sweep it.
actually what you...
Sweep it. No, you didn't know that was happening?
No, I wasn't paying attention at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
No doubter. No doubter, best of the year. Gargano actually won a match, too.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
He actually won a match. Got to celebrate with... And then Ciampa came out. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
And I saw just a part of it last night. The crowd was so incredibly hot for that match.
Oh, my God.
I was there.
I was hot.
I was hot.
I was also hot in my seat. I had a little hot under my seat.
now we're going to do a couple show bests and worsts.
Yes, we are.
Oh, yes.
The worst show match.
The
The worst chosen one match. How about we do
did
that?
we do Best Talker?
No, I didn't.
Best promo?
I-
Best
like,
Talker, I gave
overall?
it to Cody. Worst Talker, I gave it to Alex Marvez.
I saw that somewhere.
Yep,
Yes,
I
did see
concur. I concur.
Best heel, worst heel, Shane. Best heel, Adam Cole.
Oh, just overall.
Worst heel,
Not
Brandy
terms.
Rhodes. Best heel, MJF.
that. Worst heel, Christopher Daniels.
Is he even a heel?
Best heel, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole
I think
with
MJF's the right.
Adam
the
Cole
right answer.
with Jay White right behind him. Best baby face, Kofi.
Oh,
Yeah.
Worst face, Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
He's a face.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Was.
he was supposed to be. I actually like that they've turned him heel and put him with the AOP now because he has like 2 heaters
Yes.
with him. And like, yeah, good. Why didn't you do that fucking months ago? But good. So maybe he'll survive.
Let me see.
AOP is still alive.
most
huh?
improved.
ZOE.
So did you just add a bunch of?
We did. Really, most improved is on our
Most
list.
improved is on the list. I put Rhea Ripley.
You did
I
not
put
send me the
Lance
right
Archer
list.
and John Moxley.
Most improved is on the list
Interesting, yeah.
somewhere.
You did not send me the right list.
So then that's on. And maybe Mike told us to put most improved on. And I
Yeah.
did. I don't know. Trying to think if there's
Yeah,
anything
that
else.
was everything
Is
else I had in
that everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The worst chosen one match.
This is easy.
Frankenstein versus Wolf.
Oh my god, I forgot those were matches. Very bad. I agree, very bad.
That's fine.
Not the worst. Very bad.
I wasn't thinking that. That is pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's
great.
fine. That's the worst of those.
That's
Yeah,
great.
That's pretty bad.
Wolf, man. It was a match. The bell rang.
Yes, it was. There's pinfall.
There was a referee.
Oh God.
Oh, no,
There wasn't. He got killed off. Jesus
It
Christ.
was only there for what, half a
All
match?
right, my worst match of chosen ones is Halloween Havoc, 1998, the Buff Bagwell incident.
Oh,
Where he leaves and comes back.
yeah.
It's Bill Clinton.
Oh yeah.
That's
Worse than either of those, though, was
And
Nick
then he
Gage
walks-
trying to stick light tubes up someone's butt on the 4th of July.
Nick Gage.
no.
Oh boy.
All right, let's go to the best chosen one match.
Mine is Halloween Havoc 98, the Buff Bagwell incident.
You can't be the best and worst thing.
Best and the worst. It's the best thing that happened and the worst thing.
I said it when we did Okada Omega on a review show at the very beginning of the year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
That's
The first,
I think only one of us watched it, too, because we split up all the 5
Oh,
stars.
that's right. Yeah.
But that was the best one.
Mike,
Unless
you
you think Cyclops deserves a split.
You did have the best win.
You got a laser eyeball.
I mean, he exploded the witch bitch,
Yeah.
right?
I'll say That
Oh,
was
he
the best
lost to
match.
Witch Bitch, didn't he?
Cyclops versus Witch Bitch.
No, Cyclops.
No, he used his,
he used
his
the laser.
laser eye.
All right. Wait, what was your best match?
Best match was Cyclops versus Witch Bitch. No, I can't.
You don't remember?
Probably something from PWG.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go with the worst chosen one movie.
Well, it's Monster Brawl.
No, it's not. Devil's Rejects is worse than that.
Monsters
yeah.
Brawl is the worst movie we watched. At least Devil's Reject was kind of a
It
thing.
had a plot.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yes.
It was a bad. It was a bad plot, but it had a plot.
The guy who played the clown guy, he passed away recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he did.
that's-
It had a
Rest in power, clown guy.
The clown guy.
yeah.
What
So
a
the
terrible movie, Monster Brawl is.
the Monster Brawl, that was a movie though,
Yeah.
right?
It was a
okay.
movie.
That's-
and it's
I
also
guess
my
that's-
worst chosen one.
No,
So
Devil's
bad.
Rejects is also my worst show.
So bad.
All right, what's your worst chosen one, Murray? Since we've already gone through the two of them.
I picked a wrestling show because I did a movie, so I did Halloween Havoc 1998. Which wins everything. Halloween Havoc 98.
All right, let's go with the best chosen one movie.
Wait, why aren't you picking these? Because you should
Yeah,
have an
I
opinion on these.
don't remember.
Oh my
shit.
god. Best chosen one what? Movie?
Movie, yes.
We had some good ones this year.
You know what really shocked me, and that's why I put it on here? Jumanji.
Okay.
That was
a really-
It was
Not the best,
actually
though.
Like
it
some-
was better than I
It was
expected.
a very surprisingly good movie.
It was
Better
definitely better
than
than I
Jumanji, though, is Con Air.
Oh, yeah.
We did that this year.
Yeah.
Con Air
Oh,
for me.
yeah.
Con Air was great. And Randy was here for that. So it
Oh,
was
yeah,
better.
that's
true.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I just give a lot of credit to Jumanji because that movie should be. So
You gonna go see the
fucking
next
bad.
one?
I wanted to see it, but I can't see movies.
There's going to be a third one.
Oh yeah.
Is there, even though it didn't do well in the box office?
Yep, they're going to do a third one.
I was a little confused by the Danny DeVito thing. That kind of confused me. Him being in it.
Oh, we watched Scream. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Right.
And how about the best chosen one?
I have a tie, actually.
What's your time?
Always Sunny and the
That was a good
Detroiters.
That was also a good one.
Oh yeah.
That was a really good one.
Detroiters.
I had Detroiters on there, but I think Family Feud was the best one we did.
Oh,
Family
Oh
Feud,
my
Family Feud
so good.
Wrestlers
Good
was
one.
so much fun.
That was a good one.
That was a really fun one.
Oh.
There's one where Bobby Heenan, of course, kills it, but you can only find like little clips of it. I have yet
Right.
to find the whole episode.
Kazam
that
is
was
definitely
super
the
fun.
best. Kazam's the
Kazam
best.
is not the best, but
Yeah,
that
it was
we
the
watched
best.
that.
Kazam's the best.
All right, is that it for the chosen ones?
It is. How about now we rank the promotions?
Do we want to do this?
No.
Or
We
are
don't
we
wanna-
all kind of on the same page
we're all
at
on the
this?
same page.
Okay.
All
I'll
right,
say-
AEW is not at the top.
I'll say this.
AW is not at my top.
WWE
either.
goes
is at the bottom.
NXT,
Yep.
NWA Power,
No.
AEW. Oh well, no.
New Japan.
New Japan, NXT, NWA Power, AEW.
So I guess we are doing it.
NXT, New Japan, AEW, Impact, NWA Power, because it just started. I mean, how
love
much credit?
I had NXT, New Japan, NXT
WWE
UK,
last.
AEW, AAA, Beyond, and WWE at the bottom.
I didn't put Beyond on there because I haven't even
Beyond?
watched any
You
Beyond.
been watching
this year.
Beyond?
No, but when I
All
see
right.
them, I enjoy them.
It's time for the predictions from last year. Let's see what we did. This is
Let's see what we
one of the
did.
most fun.
I got 4 right. I think I made like 3.
All right, here we go. Bill, we'll start with you.
All right.
Here are your predictions. There's a lot of funky predictions in here. Bill, you say there are still Saudi shows. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, of course
easy.
there are. We will watch less wrestling than at any point on this show's history.
That's
We
true.
will watch
That's true.
50 out of 52 weeks movies, which I don't believe is
We
true.
didn't because you made sure that we didn't.
It was close though.
It
I
was.
mean, we've
it
been
was.
watching a
You
lot
were
of
right.
movies.
You are half right. We probably watched less wrestling this year than we ever did.
You know
on
what? I'm
Chosen.
going to count the movies.
Velveteen Dream will get a belt finally. He did.
He did.
He did.
He got North American.
I don't know if you're keeping track of how many you got right. WWE will get worse, but Fox will force a positive change for a while. Nope.
guys tell me no?
That is
All right.
wrong. Brock does not go away and will enter his UFC fight wearing a WWE belt. I don't believe he even had a UFC fight.
No, he did.
Four horsewomen versus each other will happen. Did not
He
happen.
did not.
Are we going to see Hulk Hogan on TV? Yes, we are. That wasn't a prediction. It was just a question. Are we going to see him?
We did.
We did. Sonata gets singles gold. He did not.
He did not.
Sammy Callahan is still terrible.
Correct. Nailed it.
He's the Impact champion.
Yeah, he's the
but,
Impact champ.
Nailed it.
All right, these are mine. AEW is real. Apparently, we're still debating that. Marty will join NXT. Nope.
Nope.
Pac will win Bola. Nope.
Nope.
NXT will be on TV. Finally got it right. However, somehow I fucked it up because I always do. It's going to be on FS1. Nope.
Nope.
Gargano, Ciampa, and Undisputed Era will all be called up. This is half right because Gargano and Ciampa were in fact called up,
But then
brought right back down.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I guess
Undisputed
Undisputed Era also showed up for a while, but
Era later in the year,
For,
but
like,
again
the
not
Survivor
called.
Series,
yeah,
yeah.
again not called up. I guess I don't know. Here are my NXT Championship predictions. Riddle will be U.S. champ. Nope.
Nope.
Iowa will be women's champ. Nope.
Nope.
Velveteen will be men's champ. Nope. Sweep it. All wrong. Walter will show up in UK and beat Pete Dunne.
Wow.
So I got that
nailed
right.
it.
you did.
Ibushi will win the G1. I got that right.
Oh, very good.
Jericho will be a part of Impact.
Nope.
Nope. Not correct.
WWE, these guys are going to leave. Gallows and Anderson.
Nope.
Oh, Gallows, but not Anderson. That's not right. Revival, again, not right. Atami, got that one right.
Oh, very
Kenta.
good.
All right, Wally, these were yours.
Hold on. 30. We watched 30 things that were not wrestling shows.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. All right, Wally,
So
these
we
were
didn't have
yours.
52 weeks.
AEW is real. All In 2 is a thing and will sell out in one day, which it is all out, and it did sell out in one
Yeah.
day, so
Yeah.
you got that right. 19 movies we're going to watch.
Way under.
The U.S. women will be World Cup champions.
Fuck yeah, bitches!
What happened? I can't remember.
Was that this year?
30% of the time, I'll be prepared for my 2 minutes. I don't think that was true.
You started off on that
That
trajectory.
was not true.
I don't think you finished there.
I don't know.
It's like 22%.
There will be rumors AEW will be on TV by the end of the year. Not just rumors, they're on TV.
Rumors.
This is going to be, you have to look this up. WWE will average less than 2.1 million views for the year on Raw and SmackDown.
Raw is getting close to that.
I don't know if
I don't
that's...
think average is
SmackDown's not. SmackDown's
I feel like they're
sitting
higher.
right at like 2.4.
Yeah, I feel like they're
But-
slightly higher.
But
Damn.
Raw is like Raw's last hour is going under 2 million, and the first two are like 2.2 to 2.1. So it's right around there.
If you couldn't go back and look that up, maybe you got it right.
Nope. I'll give it to you.
There'll be 6+ New Japan shows in America this year. I don't know if it was 6.
No.
It's probably 4.
I think, because some of them had like 2 or 3 shows like out in the West
Well,
Coast.
if you count that, then maybe you got it
With
right.
the
Tours, no, but
MSG?
shows maybe.
Yeah, I think
They did
made it.
MSG, they did New Japan,
Didn't they do 3
G1
on the West
in Dallas.
Yeah, and then they did a few on the West Coast with the.
So
with the
then he got it right.
With the Super J Cup.
all
Okay, so
Right.
then he got that right. This is weird, and I don't remember why. At some point, this is a Wally prediction. Bill is going to kiss the Daryl that we have.
Oh,
I did not.
Don't know what
Did
that's
not
about.
kiss
I
Daryl.
don't even know where. Oh, Daryl's over there.
Don't remember why, but no, I did
Don't
not do
remember
it.
that.
I
All
don't
right.
remember.
So that wasn't great.
But still, I'm doing pretty good.
You did better than you should have.
Yeah.
All right, these are Mike's. The U.S. women will lose in the first round of the World Cup. Do you remember saying that?
God, no.
AEW will have a promotion, but won't have like what they have. Basically, you were saying like they'll do a couple shows.
Okay.
Which
Well,
WWE will continue to get worse. Don't know why that's a hot
you
take.
got it.
People will leave. This is a good one. People will leave WWE, but it will be mostly low-level guys. Some people will leave, but not as many as people predict.
Yeah.
Just basically 100%
Because they
accurate.
started pretty much giving big.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just low level guys like Atami.
Velveteen Dream will be men's champ.
Nope.
Io Shirai will be women's champ.
Nope.
Drew McIntyre will be universal champ.
Nope.
The main event of WrestleMania is Ronda versus Becky versus Charlotte.
Nailed it.
You nailed it. G1 winner is Okada.
Wow. Got that.
Omega loses the belt at some point.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
got it, I
I
guess.
got that one, I guess. Which was like 3 days later. That was a weird. There was also this, which you're going to have to look up for me. The first show of SmackDown on Fox. Oh, no, I looked it up. Never mind. First show, SmackDown on Fox. We made predictions on what the rating would
Oh,
be.
right.
They're weird. Wally, you guessed 3.5. Bill, you guessed 4.0. I guessed 4.5. Mike, you guessed
5.
6.0. Wow! Our fucking attitude error rating. The actual number was 3.9 million viewers, which means that
Price is Right rules. I win.
Price is Right rules.
I'm closer.
Wally wins.
Price is Right rules.
But Bill is closer. So depending on what that is, one of you wins. All right. It's time for 2020 predictions. Who wants to go first?
I don't have any.
Obviously.
I got a few.
I have up to 10, but I can cut this list down.
Right.
We
got time.
The head of the Dark Order,
Oh, good one.
Christopher Daniels.
Good one. Go on.
Jim Cornette.
What? Why do you say this?
Just because. AEW and New Japan will not cross over this year.
Okay.
John Cena will retire and or have a retirement match.
That's
Interesting.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I like that.
Japan NXT won't come to fruition.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Edge
Ooh, good one.
will wrestle.
Wow.
Okay.
What is he going to do?
I don't know. He's going to wrestle.
He's just going to show up at some point.
And B-Rock.
The party rock the party.
Wow, why did I put Brock? I forget.
And Brock.
It's still going to be Brock.
I don't know. What are some of you guys?
You want me to go?
Go. I have, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 6.
Okay, go ahead.
You want me to do mine? Okay. I'm swinging for fences here.
All right.
Because I'm like,
I like
some
it.
of my predictions for last year are like kind of boring.
I have
So,
a couple like that. Yeah.
Here we go. So they're really out there, so keep that in mind. Ring of Honor closes its doors
Wow.
some point in the year. Shuts down.
I'll say Ring of Honor
Dunzo.
is finally bought by WWE, but I have a feeling that is
Maybe
not
they
gonna
just
happen.
buy their tape library and they shut down. Whatever the case may be, Ring of Honor is donezo by the end of the year. That's a very hot take. New Japan won't have a deal with AEW, but Kenny Omega will show up on New Japan because he has that part of his deal. Just as Moxley and Jericho have. He will show up back again in New Japan this year.
Okay.
John Moxley is going to win the AEW champion. This is not a hot take. John Moxley is going to win the AEW championship and be the next long-term champion.
I've got another one. Chris Jericho doesn't drop the belt
all year.
all year.
Wow.
Wow,
That is a hot take.
that is a hot take. It's better than mine. Sami Zayn will be the next big-time guy to be moved directly down to NXT, and he'll just stay there.
I hope so.
That's a pipe
I
dream.
would love it.
SmackDown on Fox will move off Fridays, probably back to Tuesdays.
Okay.
I think.
Or possibly Wednesdays, and then they move NXT.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Big Show just showed up on Raw. He had that year off.
He heard you.
Yes.
Is he smoking?
Is he
Oh, that'd be
big?
the best.
Is he smoking Big Show?
Man, we should do like a ratings for it. I think SmackDown stays
On Fridays?
right where it is on Fridays. I think everything stays. I think Raw goes under 2 million this year for like a whole show.
Like a show does, or like it averages under 2?
A whole show
Okay.
stays under, but AEW and NXT
Just continue.
don't really get back over 1 million.
They just flip flop
consistently.
each other every week.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much gonna.
All right.
What are they at now, AEW?
I don't know. The past few weeks have been kind of weird.
But
Because,
like close
600,000,
Yeah.
700,000,
Wow, they're
800,000.
Yeah,
they're that
that's
far
it.
down.
yeah. Which it's
When they're both at peak of their powers, they're kind of like 800,000 and 600,000.
like the NXT thing this week.
depending on who has the
is-
better matches.
NXT this week is the clear indicator. Like AEW wasn't running a show, like a real show.
They crushed them.
So they flipped up to like almost 1 million because everyone knew NXT wasn't a
Right.
real show. So
Yeah.
They're
You
just going
know.
to keep trading that.
Yeah.
That title. All right, my last one. CM Punk will return, but he will be WrestleMania host, not a wrestler.
Interesting.
He'll be WrestleMania host, which maybe he does the Rock plan where he shows up as WrestleMania
beats Eric
host,
Rowan.
beats somebody up, and then has a match the following year at WrestleMania. But he will be at WrestleMania as a host.
I could see him fighting. He's not part of my predictions, but I could see him.
CM Punk
Because he can
Doesn't
get paid
wrestle.
not to wrestle.
but shows up on WWE television.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be part of mine as well.
I have. Let's see. I'll run through quickly. First of all, AEW and New Japan do in fact have some kind of working relationship this year.
Oh.
This one I don't know how you can really measure, but I think that Vince is going to hurt NXT in the long term. He's going to continue to get his hands in to get ratings up, and it's just going to make it worse. Let's see. I'll push forward again. I think we'll see the 8 horsewomen fight this year.
This is the new NXT will be on television.
Yep.
Every year. Horsewoman versus Horsewoman.
I think Hulk Hogan will wrestle a match in Saudi Arabia.
Fucking hell. He's talking
Might be a
about
tag match, but he'll be in one.
He's
Yeah.
talking about how he's
Sure
getting
is.
healthy to wrestle a match.
After his 10th back surgery.
I think Keith Lee
Just
gets,
a real quick back surgery.
yeah.
Dumbass.
I think Keith Lee gets called up to the main roster, and then they do nothing with him.
Boy, that would be a shame.
It sure will be. I think they will break up the Undisputed Era this year.
Wow.
I think that Tyler Bate will win some kind of title. I don't know which promotion, but he's too good to not have a belt. I think EO wins the women's title, and then I have 2 for the show. I think this year Joe Murray makes his on-show debut.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know how,
might.
but in some segment.
He might.
And I
You
think
never know.
before this show next year, we'll need to find a new host because Wally officially quits this year.
You think Wally, this is it.
I think Wally hangs him up in 2020.
This
I'm
is it.
saying EO leaves.
Oh, yeah?
next
There
year.
is
Her
rumors
and
that
Kyrie are supposed to get
she...
a ton of money, right?
There's a rumor that EO doesn't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, because she wants to be with her fiance, Evil.
Yeah.
And Stardom, like you said, Bill, Stardom is going to offer, I guess, Kyrie and EO a lot of money.
Let me just put this in the ether. Why don't we just bring Evil into NXT?
Right.
Maybe.
I just-
He's not doing anything in New Japan.
Who will be, okay, by this time next year, who will be AEW champ?
John Moxley.
Bill? I've got mine with Jericho.
Adam Page.
I bet
Who's the head
Cody
of
takes
the,
it. I bet
who's
Cody
head of the
takes
Dark
it.
Order?
Marty Scurll.
I don't know what the
Christopher
Dark Order
Daniel.
is. I'll go with Christopher Daniel.
Who's NXT champ this time next year?
Ooh.
Still Adam Cole.
I want to say Keith Lee, but he'll be gone already.
Velveteen.
So,
Okay.
that's interesting.
That's a good choice. He's coming back from injury.
Big Daddy Ciampa has it back.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Any
Finn,
women-
unless
women's?
Finn has it.
I'll say
Women's champ?
I'll say Ciampa too. Women's champ.
Women's champ?
If EO's not around, EO if she's around. If she's not around, Bianca Belair.
Oh, hang on. I actually had some other bad shit that happened this year that I didn't talk about.
I'll say my women's champ. I think Rhea will still be champ.
I
I don't think they're doing another year run after Shayna.
Rhea's still champ. Dakota Kai champ.
Interesting.
I had some...
Who's Universal champ?
Brock Lesnar.
this time next year.
Still Brock.
Still Brock.
Brock. I had some other worse I forgot to mention.
Headline of WrestleMania.
This year?
This year's main event.
Roman Reigns versus...
CM Punk.
The Fiend.
Roman Reigns versus The Fiend. That's a good one.
That is probably gonna be it.
That's a good one.
Ah, that's gonna be
Roman
it.
Reigns is going to win the title at WrestleMania.
Oh,
And people are going to cheer this
Like,
time.
who the fuck does even Brock fight? Oh, Kane probably. But yeah, I was gonna say Roman
Mayor
versus
Kane.
Fiend.
Mayor Kane versus B Rock.
Jesus.
Here's some other worse. I forgot to mention the worst that didn't have categories, but they suck. Ring of Honor had a horrible year, including all the shit with Kelly Klein where they fired her for
Well,
speaking
now,
out
yeah, it's weird.
about her concussion that they made her
Did
wrestle.
you see her and BJ Whitner getting divorced?
Yeah, that's weird.
because I think her and
Here's another one.
Great-
Damian Priest just fucking sucks.
He's actually growing on me. He's growing on me. He's a good wrestler.
Yeah, okay, he's not really that bad.
His
And then
character is his gimmick is awful.
maybe the worst thing of the year that we didn't even talk about. WWE 2K20, which no longer, when the year switched over, it is no longer playable for
Yeah.
anyone
Yeah, in 2020.
in 2020 because of the
I heard
year.
about that. That sucks.
That was one of the worst things of the year.
I just came up with a couple predictions for myself.
All right, go ahead.
We got
You're gonna be able to take that rib out finally and suck your own dick.
Damn.
all right.
Wow. was a nuclear bomb. Jesus Christ.
For no reason.
My God. It's like he waited an hour and 4 minutes to unleash after your beginning.
All right, so I'm going to say that Carly Lloyd does not make the Olympic squad, but the U.S. women still are champions.
You're wrong on half of that, at least.
They were wrong on both accounts.
Oh, yeah, do they win gold?
I say they win gold, yes. WWE main products go under $2 million. We will have 26.
You broke Bill with that. You killed him.
We will have 26 non-wrestling chosen ones. I'm going to say
That's 1/2.
AEW hits 1.5 once.
Oh,
During the year.
Big number?
They've really got to get stuff rolling then. Like, something's got to catch fire at this point.
Naito holds the belt all year.
No way.
The main belt. He holds the main belt all year.
Loses the IC belt?
Sure. Stephanie McMahon makes her return to TV. She's on air. Yep, terrible. And I will say that I will make 45 plus shows this year.
Wow.
Oh, so you're going to have a big year then.
Yeah. Making my goddamn comeback. This counts, by the way. This counts.
It does. It's in the new year. It counts. Yeah. You're right.
I think New Japan champion Naito holds it. But I feel like the big match, I think I'm going to say Wrestle Kingdom's big match next year. But I don't know.
That's really
Ibushi
hard.
versus Naito.
Ibushi Okada.
Now, does Wrestle Kingdom count
Back to that.
as this year?
You can't
or
run
next
you
year?
can't run Ibushi back. There's no way for you to do it. Unless he wins the G1 again. Or if he becomes champion. He would have to beat Naito.
Which he will.
Maybe Naito
That's what you think?
wins.
Ibushi will beat
G1.
Naito and then face who?
Okada. Okada will run through a G1 again.
And then it'll be like the reverse this year.
Yes.
We'll see.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
That's a lot.
That's the
That's a
award
lot
show.
A lot of recap in there.
That's
All right. Now I have another question. Next week we're gonna have a show, but what are we reviewing?
What is our
are we-
chosen one?
What are we chosen wanting, and who even is it? The person.
I think it was me, but I am not prepared for
It was
that.
on me, and I picked the wrestling super show in Tokyo from like 1987 or
The
whatever.
last thing that we watched was Monster Brawl.
What a way in the year!
I think was Mike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
is it
Before
me?
that was
It's me.
Before that was me.
It's me.
Then Scream was you.
Yes.
So that
It is me.
Right.
Did
it's you.
anyone even watch that fucking show
was
that
it?
I sent?
No.
It was like a Tokyo WWF in
feel like
the
I might
Tokyo
have.
Dome. Did you actually watch
You,
it?
you
I don't
sent us
remember, but
something.
I think I did.
So nobody watched it. Okay. So I'm gonna pick this week's NWA Power.
Okay.
Can I find that? Is
It's
that
on
YouTube's?
YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube
This week.
Mike's this upcoming Tuesdays.
Okay, Tuesday.
This
Okay.
Tuesday's NWA Power on YouTube.
All right.
That's what
Oh.
I'm picking
Yeah, great.
because it's 50-ish minutes, and Mike's been touting it, and you guys haven't seen it.
I'm not.
So I want to get
Question
your
marks on it.
get your true opinions. Hopefully, it's an actual show and not one of those weird recap ones
No,
that they
I
do.
doubt it because they're leading up to hard times.
Okay, good. So that's what we're doing. There's tons of people on there. I'm very looking forward to what you
I hope
think of the
Chester's on
show.
there.
Chester
He
was
is
on last week.
100%
Chester's-
going to be on there.
Huh?
They only got like 12 guys. He's going to be on there.
Chester was on there last week. He's getting to be like a bit
I
of
mean,
a
the
baby
Rock and
face.
Roll Express are the fucking tag champs. So, so NWA Power, whatever episode this week it is.
They've got a tournament going on for the TV title.
Right. You got people like Damien Sandow in there. You got
Dude, Damian Sandow is so good right now.
who else do you got in there? You got
Ricky Starks.
Molina's in there.
Oh, I think you're going to see Zicky Dice.
Who's that?
Dice.
I barely even know.
Aldis is still champ, right?
All this, yep.
You can see him. Marty's still around, right?
No Marshall.
Marty's